Grumpycorn, Grumpycorn, why you such a Grumpycorn?
Hi, my name is Sarah McIntyre. Welcome to my studio. This is where I work. I am the writer and illustrator of Grumpycorn and Don't Call Me Grumpycorn. So I'm going to read to you a little bit of Grumpycorn just to introduce you, and then I'm going to show you how to draw this grumpy unicorn. What you're going to need is a black pen, and then you don't absolutely need it, but if you have it, all the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and maybe pink too. And also you'll need one sheet of paper. So let's look at Grumpycorn. Here we begin. Here's Unicorn. He's on the beach where he lives, and he's building something, as you can see on the dock there. What is it? You can see his little cottage in the distance. It is a rocket he's building. There it is. You can see him on his scaffolding with all his tools and paints and even some cookies there. Unicorn was sitting in his brand new rocket. "I'm going to discover the most fabulous planet in the universe," he said. This made him feel very pleased with himself. He already liked being an astronaut. "Wait for me," called out a voice. It was Mermaid. "Can I come too?" she asked. "But there are no mermaid astronauts," said Unicorn. "But there could be," said Mermaid. "Floating in space will be just like floating in the sea." When Unicorn turned around, he saw that his other friends, Narwhal and Jellyfish, were already in the rocket. Unicorn sighed. "All right, you can all go into space with me, but only if you let me be the first to walk on the new planet." Secretly, he was a little bit happy. He'd been nervous about going into space all by himself. Jellyfish asked, "Can I do the countdown?" "Only if you let me say blast off," said Unicorn. Jellyfish counted. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They all waited. Narwhal whispered, "Aren't you supposed to say blast off?" "I was waiting to make it extra fabulous," said Unicorn. Blast off! Ooh, and you can check out the book at the library to find out what happens next. Lots of interplanetary adventures. Right, let's get drawing. First, take your black pen, and we're going to draw a line from the bottom, going up, 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 and curving a little bit, like that. Now, if you can't keep up with me, feel free to stop the video. Stop, start, stop, start. Just whatever is easiest for you. Next, with your black pen, you're going to do a little curve like that. That's going to be his ear. And then a straight line to the top of his ear, because horses put their ears back when they're angry. Then we're going to do a big pointy horn for his unicorn horn. And then make his nose straight. Comes out like this. And then you'll curve around like that. And then this line will come a little bit further. And then you're going to come down. Okay. Now we're going to do the inside of his ear. So there's a line right here. And then another line that meets it like that. And we'll do the bottom of his horn. Curved line there. And give it some stripes. Now we're going to do his eyes. And if you look at the book cover, the first one is a straight line like that. And then a half circle. And the second one is a full circle. So they're different sizes. And then you can see the pupils. So we'll do a little circle here touching the top line and color it in nice and dark. And then a circle here, color it in nice and dark. Now he's going to be really grumpy because he can't breathe. So let's give him some nostrils. 1, 2. And a grumpy, grumpy mouth. Rah. Now, let us give him, what are we going to do first? How about his arms, his sides? So right about here, make kind of like teacup handles. And the same on the other side. Now his hands at his sides. And we're going to put another line inside, like the inside of the ear. then let's give him hoofs. So put a line right there and color it in nice and dark. And another line right there and color it in nice and dark. And then he's going to have cuffs on his sleeves. So we're going to do 2 more lines. Here and here. And here and here. And let's do the top of his spacesuit, which goes about just above the line here. Just above his arms, like that. And we're going to do his belt. So it's a circle right between his hooves. In the middle there. A circle for his belt buckle. Now this is going to have a star in the middle of it. So I'm going to make a star, you do a point like that. Then you do 2 lines coming out. 2 lines coming in. Go out again. And then an upside down V like that. That's a star. And then 1 line coming out here for his belt. And the other one here. And then below it. Push it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to do the seam, zipper that comes down. So it starts right from the top here and goes up to the top of that line there. And we're going to give him a collar. So we're going to come like this and down where that zipper is. And then up. That's the collar on his spacesuit. Now he looks very donkey-like with his big ears, so let's give him some mane to sort of even it out a bit. So we're going to do right here, the top of his mane. Curved line there. And then 4 more sort of like flower petals. So you'll start about here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or as many as you can fit. And then he's only got 1 ear, so let's put 1 more ear in. Just a little line there. And then come down the back. Now we get to color him. So let's grab our coloring pencils. I think I'm going to start with his nose and make it nice and pink, just like it is on the book cover. Kind of makes him come alive and makes him look a bit more angry for some reason. He's also got a bit of pink in his ears. Let's put a bit of pink there. Now you can do this with watercolor, colored pens, pencils, whatever you like, but I just grabbed some pencils off my desk. He also has a little bit of pink over his hooves, right there and there. And let's grab the purple. So I'm going to color in the top of his spacesuit color there. This is the suit he wears when he's inside his jet, and then he puts a space helmet on later. So you could draw the helmet in another picture, or even on this one. Purple there, purple belt. That. Got purple cuffs. Oops, my pencil's starting to break. Purple cuffs. Purple around the star, but not the star itself. And then I'll show you a cool trick. He's got kind of like a quilted spacesuit. So we're going to draw diagonal lines like this. Oops, I'm going to need to sharpen my pencil. Hang on. Okay, here we go. So lines, diagonal lines there. That, just going across his body. And when you hit the arm, just keep going like that. And you can do it in the bottom bit too. Keep going on the arms, all going the same direction. And then when you finish with that, go the other way. So it makes like kind of diamond shapes. All the same direction. It doesn't matter if you mess up a bit, because I do. And then there might have a little bit of purple around his eyes. Let's just do a little bit of shading there. Just makes him look a bit crabbier for some reason. Okay, now for his yellow horn, of course. So color that horn in nice and yellow. And then red for the first color of the rainbow. That's the top part of his mane. Nice red there. And then orange If you forget, you can always look at the book cover, see how I do it. And of course you can do it your own way. You don't have to do it my way. That's how I do it. Yellow, green, and blue. And he's also got blue on the star on his belt, so I'm going to color that in too. And there you have Grumpycorn, and you might want to write his name right across it. You could write G-R-U-M-P-Y C-O-R-N. And maybe make some angry lines coming off of him because he's so angry all the time. There we go. And of course, sign your name. I'm going to sign Sarah McIntyre because that's me, but you sign your name. And you could even make a story to go along with this. What does Grumpycorn get up to this time? And there you go, your own Grumpycorn picture. Thanks so much for drawing with me. And as always, you can check out my books at the library, Grumpycorn, Don't Call Me Grumpycorn, or lots of other books I've worked on. And there's lots of more fun drawing stuff on my website. That's at jabberworks.co.uk. So I hope to see lots more drawings you make. And I hope the characters in your drawings go off to have their own fabulous adventures.